Good morning, students. In the previous session, we studied the contents of this lesson, Sultans of Delhi. Today, we will discuss the book back exercise of this lesson so that you can recall the contents of this lesson once again. Let's start. A. Choose the correct option. First one, Ibn Battuta came from option 1, Morocco, option 2, Italy, option 3, England, option 4, none of these. And the correct answer is Morocco. Second one, literary works of Minaji Siraz tell us about option 1, Delhi Sultans, option 2, Mughals, option 3, later Mughals, option 4, both first and second. And the correct answer is Delhi Sultans. Third one, copper jitals and silver tanka were introduced by first one Razia Sultan, second one Kutubuddin Aibak, third one Iltutmish, or fourth one Balban. And the correct answer is Iltutmish. Fourth one, a tax amounting to the peasants' produce was known as option first Ikta, option second Kharaj, option third Tanka, option fourth Sijda. And the correct answer is Kharaj. Fifth one, the practice of Sijda was introduced by option first Alauddin Khalji, option second Balban, option third Iltutmish, option fourth Razia Sultan. And the correct answer is Balban. Sixth one, Malik Gafur was the general under option first Balban, option second Alauddin Khalji, option third Razia Sultan, option fourth Kutubuddin Aibak. And the correct answer is Alauddin Khalji. Seventh one, famous fort of Tughlakabad was built by option first Muhammad bin Tughlaq, option second Firoz Shah Tughlaq, option third Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, option fourth none of these. And the correct answer is Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Eighth one, some important towns like Hisar, Jaunpur, etc. were built by option first Balban, option second Kutubuddin Aibak, option third Firoz Shah Tughlaq, option fourth Muhammad bin Tughlaq. And the correct answer is Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Ninth one, the ruler who had to cancel all his policies was option first Balban, option second Alauddin Khalji, option third Muhammad bin Tughlaq, option fourth Kutubuddin Aibak. And the correct answer is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Tenth one, under the rule of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the capital was shifted from Delhi to option first Agra, option second Devagiri, option third Panipat, option fourth Awadh. And the correct answer is Devagiri. 11th one, Timur's invasion gave a severe blow to option first slave dynasty, option second Khalji dynasty, option third Tughlaq dynasty, option fourth Sayyid dynasty. And the correct answer is Tughlaq dynasty. 12th one, Doab area was located between option first Indus and Satluj river, option second Ganga and Yamuna rivers, option third Narmada and Tapi rivers, option fourth Krishna and Kaveri rivers. And the correct answer is Ganga and Yamuna rivers. B. Fill in the blanks. First one, Dash was the founder of the slave dynasty. Kutubuddin Aibak was the founder of the slave dynasty. Second one, Dash introduced a tax called Kharaj. Alauddin Khalji introduced a tax called Kharaj. Third one, Muhammad bin Tughlaq shifted his capital from Delhi to Dash. Muhammad bin Tughlaq shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. Fourth one, Dash established the Sayyid dynasty. Khajir Khan established the Sayyid dynasty. Fifth one, Dash is regarded as the greatest king of the Lodi dynasty. Sikandar Lodi is regarded as the greatest king of the Lodi dynasty. C. State whether true or false. First one, Iltutmish was called Lakh Baksh. The statement is false because Kutubuddin Aibak was called Lakh Baksh. Second one, Alauddin Khalji had ambition to be a world conqueror like Alexander. The statement is true. Yes, he had ambition to be a world conqueror like Alexander. Third one, Timur took away the wealth of India to Central Asia. The statement is true. Yes, he took away the wealth of India to Central Asia. Fourth one, Ibrahim Lodi laid down the foundation of Lodi dynasty. The statement is false because Bahlul Lodi, he laid down the foundation of the Lodi dynasty. and not Ibrahim Lodi. Fifth one, the first battle of Panipat took place in 1528. The statement is false because the first battle of Panipat took place in 1526 CE. D. Match the columns. Columns A match with column B. Sijda. Sijda, it was a practice introduced by Balban. Khizr Khan. Khizr Khan, he established Sayyid dynasty. Shifting of capital. Yes, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he shifted his capital during his reign. Qutbut Quwwatul Islam. Quwwatul Islam, it's a mosque which was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. Hisar. Hisar is a town which was built by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Kharaj. Kharaj, it's a tax which was introduced by Alauddin Khalji. Babur. Babur, he was the ruler of Kabul. E. Answer the following questions briefly. First one, name 5 dynasties which ruled Delhi from 1206 to 1526 CE. The dynasties which ruled Delhi from 1206 to 1526 CE were the Slave dynasty, the Khalji dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty, the Sayyid dynasty and the Lodi dynasty. Second one, why did Iltutmish organize a team of 40 loyal slaves? Answer, because Iltutmish, he faced many difficulties during his reign. To keep a check on the powers of the nobles, he organized a team of 40 loyal slaves who kept him informed of the happenings in the kingdom. Third one, what were the duties of Muktis or Iqtidars? Iltutmish, he divided his empire into Iqtas, which were given to the nobles and they had to maintain law and order and collect revenue from the Iqtas. These nobles who headed the Iqtas, they were known as Iqtidars and Muktis. Fourth one, who was Razia Sultan and why did the nobles not accept her as the ruler? Razia Sultan, she was the first and last Muslim woman ruler to sit on the throne of Delhi. But it was not acceptable for the nobles to be subservient or subordinate to a woman and therefore the nobles of Multan, Lahore and Badau revolted against her. Fifth one, what measures were taken by Alauddin Khalji to secure the northwest frontier? Answer, to secure his kingdom, he repaired the old forts on the northwest frontiers and appointed special governors. Strong armies were stationed at Multan and responsibility of defending the borders was given to experienced generals like Zafar Khan and Malik Kafur. Sixth one, list any 2 welfare measures of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Any 2 welfare measures of Firoz Shah Tughlaq were he tried to improve agriculture and worked for the welfare of the peasants. Loans were waived off in case of drought. And second one, he constructed a number of canals and many wells to provide good irrigational facilities. F. Answer the following questions in detail. First one, how do we come to know about the Delhi Sultanate? The coins, architecture of buildings, mosques, the accounts of foreign travelers and those of the court chroniclers give us a lot of information about the state of development and activities of the people of those times. Second one, what steps were taken by Balban to strengthen his hold over the kingdom? Ghiyasuddin Balban, he was a great ruler of the slave dynasty and he followed the policy of blood and iron. He introduced an efficient spy system to keep a watch on activities of the nobles, governors and other officials. He put forward the policy of Sultan, divine rights of the kings, according to which the Sultan is the representative of God on the earth. He introduced the practice of Sijda. This was a practice where people, they were required to kneel and touch the ground with their forehead in salutation of the king, like it is done for the gods. Third one, explain in detail about The economic policies of Alauddin Khalji. Economic policies of Alauddin Khalji were regulations of the prices of essential goods, then controlling the sale of the items so that everyone could get them, appointing inspector to ensure that traders sell the goods at the fixed price and do not hoard, then sending spies to keep a check on any irregularities, keeping a check on weights and measure, establishing a system of go downs, and punishing the offenders. Fourth one, write in detail about the policies of Muhammad bin Tughlaq and also give reasons for their failure. The first policy is taxation in Doab. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he needed money to expand his kingdom. He increased the tax on the Doab area, which was very fertile. It was the area located between Ganga and Yamuna rivers. The tax was increased at a time when the monsoon failed and agriculture failed miserably, leading to a famine. The revenue collector, they insisted upon collecting the tax and tried to use force. As the timing of increase in taxation was inappropriate, the ruler became very unpopular. Then second policy is use of token currency. Tughlaq, he issued copper coins and kept their value at par with gold and silver ones which were in circulation earlier. The scheme failed as the Sultan did not keep a check or did not keep a control over the issue of the new coins. Then the third policy is transfer of capital. He shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad because Delhi was in repeatedly under the threat of attack by Mongols. Uh, Devagiri, an area in the Deccan, was renamed as Daulatabad. Due to this decision, the people had faced lots of hardship as he had ordered the entire population to move to a very far off place in those days when where transportation facilities did not exist. So these were the following policies. Fifth one, give reasons for the decline of the Delhi Sultanate. The reasons were lack of rules of succession, as there were no fixed rules of succession in the dynasties. There were bitter rivalries and struggles for supremacy among the subordinates or sons to gain supremacy due to jealousy. Then power of the nobles. The nobles became powerful by having provinces to rule or control. Then third one is policies of arrogance. There were many rulers who were extremely autocratic and harsh on the people. Then inconsistency of policies. Each ruler, they brought their own policies. There was no streamlining in governance. King changed the policy at their will, whatever suited them. Then the judicial and administrative system was not smooth and kept varying. The imposition of tax on non-Muslims started dividing the society. Yes, so we discussed our book back exercise. Hope you understood properly. Thank you. Thank you, students.